Hey, everybody. Looks like we're jumping in with We're going to try to do. I think this is another episode of LoreOut. I think this is as far as we've gotten. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm kind of confused because I feel like this character and everything that's happening in Sanctuary, we were doing in with another mod list. And one fear of mine is it's grabbing saves from other mod lists, but I didn't get any kind of error for it to say, you know how it'll say, it doesn't this file is not found or this mod is not found and everything. And since we're not getting that, or I didn't get that when I loaded up, I'm gonna believe that we are still in the correct save for this mod list. So we're about to meet up with the dog, and before we do, just let me remind you guys, leave a like, comment, and definitely subscribe. That really helps out the channel, helps us get closer to our goal of 1,000 new subscribers. And as you can see, we've, I believe, just got another settler going into town, going into Sanctuary. So let's salute this new settler by subscribing. Just drop a subscribe real quick. Just boom, hit the button. Won't cost you a thing, and it helps us celebrate that new settler that we just got. Uh oh, uh oh. I think she's waiting. There we go. We got a subscriber. All right, let's go. Let's go talk to the dog. Hey, dog. Uh oh. Hmm. Hey, you seem like an okay guy. She didn't say anything. Did you notice that? She didn't say anything. Oh, yeah. You want me to see this? All right. I'll grab the purified water. All right. No stim packs. No stim packs. Oop, wrong button. Well, not really the wrong button. Just oh gosh, we're stuck. Okay, here we go. All right, what are we working with? I don't want. Oh, should I go with the shotgun? I got one shell. Really? Let's let's go with this guy. Yeah. All right. Now the way I usually like to do this is I come in and I close that. I close the garage door basically to. And here's the thing that I've noticed too. Oh, look, we're already. One thing I've already noticed is in our settlement we don't have any workbenches. Oh shoot. We don't have any workbenches there, and now we can see here all the workbenches have been taken away, and not sure why that is. Why we have this, and it maybe it's to make the list harder, make the game harder, right? It's like, well, you can't do as much. And then my opinion on that is, you know, for me is kind of like BS. Is the way I look at it. You know what I mean? It's like making a game hard for the sake of making it harder. You know, it's just BS. Especially when it's like here, let me remove all the things that are supposed to help you in game and actually make the game interactive, immersive, and fun. Right? Now, only thing you're doing is you're making the game so that it becomes a little bit more less fun, actually. Less fun, a little bit more complicated. And then it's kind of like, well, and how much do I really want to, how do you say, put up with the crap you're introducing to the game? So, yeah, I've actually gotten to the point where I've, I kind of just take a hard line on the making things hard for the sake of making it hard. You know, it's like I just can't get behind it anymore. You know, it's like the way to make the game better and harder, right, is to improve the, how do you say? All right, so if you want combat to be harder, well, improve the AI, right? Improve how the enemies react and what they do and their tactics, right? Don't just, okay, well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna boost their, their hit points to this astronomical level so that you have to just empty 3 clips into them. Well, did that really make the game better, or it just made the fight last way longer and everything? Well, what if the enemy was smarter and outflanked you, or properly used cover, and basically did all the things you would do? How about that? Would that improve the immersion and the immersiveness of the game? Now, right now, my character, I don't know if it's level or what, but she doesn't move very fast. All right. And then, all right, so you can see there's that thing. I think there were only the two. So if you just made my enemies smarter and better tactically, then I don't know. But like I said, so a lot of the things you see being done, making my bullets less, more scarce, and you know, making it so that I don't know what button. Oh, there it is. Okay, making it so that I find ammo less. I don't know that that made the game better or significantly better or more immersive. Well, one, because it's a video game, and the whole dynamic and the whole process around the game is what, looting and finding more ammo and making it so that you know so that when you're making exploration worthwhile, as opposed to, oh, no bobby pins. That kind of actually sucks that I don't have any bobby pins. What the frick, man? All right. All right, so we're gonna take that. So yeah, again, it's kind of, I want to say, kind of like the cheap way, uncomplicated, lazy man's way of making something a little bit more complicated than it was, but without actually really adding any real value in return. I guess I'm in kind of a mood today. So, so the other thing is, I don't know if our character is going to move any faster. As we add, maybe eventually get more points to add to it. Was it agility or whatever? Because right now, oh, is this one of those manual reloads too? All right, so I want to replace. You almost got shot. Hmm. All right, and I think. All right, clothing. All right, the shoulder bag. Yep, way better than the backpack we were sporting. Mm-hmm. Don't know if I want the sugar bombs, really, tell you the truth. Let's go check up upstairs, get some stuff. Hey, bobby pin. Maybe we'll remember to. Hey, even more bobby pins. Oh, only one. Well, at least we. Oh, shoot. We only got two. Maybe there's more in here. Nope. You never know. All right. We'll clear out that stuff. All right. What do you got in here for me? Anything? Aw. Nothing like a lootable container that has no loot. It's awfully quiet. I don't know if you guys noticed that too, but just the ambience is very, very subdued, quiet. That kind of maybe it's matching me right now, but that's how it's feeling right now. You see it? Sounds like they're really close. I feel like my sight is not good enough. Oh, there's one person. All right, hold on. Let me. Let's go up here real quick. Check things out. Oh, it's gonna give me a chance. Oop. Nice. Hey, and more bobby pins. We are not going to say no to more bobby pins. We will say no to. All right. What do you got? Ooh. Thank you. Thank you. We are kind of hurting for food. See if we can sneak in the position up here. I know. I didn't get the lunch pail over there, but that's all right. This is danger, so somebody's lurking around here. Yep.
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please!
Oh, God. Okay, you see that right there? He needs to go home. He needs to go home. I am not in a mood to constantly have to avoid him getting in my way with basically every time I'm trying to loot something. And it seems to be kind of a thing with all of their followers. All they do is they run up in front of you and then they turn and they look you right in the face. And it happens. Why am I picking up concrete? Over and over again. I was noticing this when I was playing Skyrim just the other day. Yeah, they run and then they get up in front of you and then they turn and they're looking you right in the face. And it's like, that's not where I need you to be. That does nobody any good. All right, let's see. Need you right there. Quick save. And what are you telling me? You're telling me you're thirsty. I don't have many waters. All right, let's see if we can figure this out. Get in there. Nice. Not sure what that was. Are you telling me it takes AP to reload the gun?
No more British occupation.
I've done this hundreds of times. Think you'll be any different?
You're no boy. Back to England with you.
Where'd the little bitch go?
You lobster back knaves. By the crown. Back to your homes. Wilson belongs to America.
No need to hide. It'll all be over
Have
soon.
your tea back, you jackanapes.
Jackanapes.
No taxation
Take the
without
claw. We need the
representation.
claw. Don't,
Let's send these creeps back
don't
to
need the
London,
wood.
boys.
All right. Claw. Okay.
Only a fucking coward hides.
Really? What are you doing right now? The buttercup thing is heavy.
Nothing there now. Who's that?
Only a freaking coward gives up so easily.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh shoot. Man, that sucked. See, watch this. I'm walking and moving and then trying to reload. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. All right, fault 0, 0. Okay, it's not exist because it ends in T. Hides is a possibility because it's not reusing any of the words from fault. Games is not it because it has an A in the second. Spot wiped is a possibility. Trips is a possibility. Taken is not. Shots is a possibility. How many? So we're gonna do games just to eliminate the S at the end. One likeness. So we didn't eliminate Butkus. Alright. So next thing. And does the screen seem a little blurry to you guys? Alright. Just that the screen seems very blurry to me. Yeah. Maybe it. Okay. That can't be it. Yep, I can't find any more. What a piece of crap. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we picked games, and it had one. Why did I pick games? Why did I pick games? Was to eliminate the S, but games has A in the second slot. That was dumb. Oh my god. That was a complete guess. I knew wiped was one of the words left, and I just decided YOLO. That's the only choice we had. It was basically it was calling out to me the entire time, and I was so annoyed that I somehow decided to pick games, and it dawns on me, what in the world were you doing or thinking? So basically, if you look here, right, this I don't like, and then because what it looks like is there's an it's intent, whatever something in the list has intentionally basically, you see what you see right here, everything is empty, so that makes me believe there's a mod added to reduce the amount of loot that you come across in the game. Me personally, being a looter and being that type of person that, you know, basically lives and relies on loot that you take off of your kills, and so to me that's a negative. It's a huge negative, reducing the amount of loot that you find in the game. Now, and then I understand, a lot of in survival games you want to, I can't see. Oh, you lucky. Coming around here. I was not petting the dog. But that's what I'm talking about. You see? I was reloading. And of course, you see what I'm talking about with the dog? And that's why I end up usually sending him home a lot when I play eventually. I eventually, it's like the third or fourth time that I have to stim pack him because he's run first into a vehicle and is now injured and needs to be stim packed. Usually that's the final straw. But a lot of times the reasons I'll get rid of a follower or companion is because
Who's out there?
come on in and find out. I'm right here. Come on.
Scared, huh?
Not really.
Fucking hide from me. Come on.
So, yeah, I I don't. So right there, that would definitely be a negative, right? It's eh, you have a hard time convincing me that the game is better with less loot. And then I understand sometimes you game the system and you're like, well, it's too easy then, right? If you got all kinds of loot all over the place. I'm like, yeah, it could be. It could be the game could be easier because of the amount of loot and how easy it is to come by it. Yeah, but restricting how much loot or all the loot in the game, is like, well, maybe you just come up with better systems, leveled lists that for what loot is available in the game, right? And then that kind of plays into like a lot of the
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth
mm-hmm,
Minuteman.
God damn it.
Miniman. Mm.
Protect the people at a minute's notice. That was the idea. So I joined up, wanted to make a difference.
Maybe?
And I did, but things fell apart.
Nope.
Okay.
Now it looks like I'm the last Minuteman left standing.
All right. Go on.
A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. First, it was the ghouls in Lexington, and now this mess.
Okay. Now, for me, right, I never had an issue with a protagonist that actually speaks. As a matter of fact, I don't like the silent protagonist as much, unless I'm like, if I'm Rykon and I'm doing role
You
play.
hear what I said?
I heard you. Shut up. Wait. Don't mean mug me. Tough break, man.
You don't know the half of it.
And I don't really care.
We figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong.
Maybe?
But,
Nope.
well, we do have one idea.
Better be a good one.
Sturgis, tell her.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
Okay.
Oh, it gets better. Get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
Could work.
It'll work, provided we can reactivate the suit. It's totally out of juice. Probably has been for 100 years. It can be powered up again, but we're a bit stuck.
And what's the solution?
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC, a standardized fusion core. Your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. And we know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement, locked behind a security gate. Look, I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
I already grabbed it.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once you jack the core into the power armor and grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
You boys going to the same barber all of a sudden? Okay, so as I was saying, the silent protagonist, unless you're Rykon, or someone like that, with, because he does incredible role plays, right? No. There's no reason. There's no absolute need for you know what I mean? I understand it from the standpoint of, say, when Bethesda decided to do it with Starfield, go back to the silent protagonist. Well, that was to save disk space, right? Basically, it's like, hey, we can get way more lines in, way more choices, way more variety in when we don't even have to voice the protagonist. So that saves on file size. That makes sense there, you know. But in this case, your protagonist is already voiced. What do you say? You're not saving anything. As a matter of fact, you just added another file in there to actually just make it not play the responses. Okay, so I don't see a gain or benefit to it unless you really made this list for someone to sit and do a role play. Second, for me, and this is me being overly sensitive. Okay, because I'm black, I am very sensitive to a lot of things. And I'm old, so I have been around a long time and have experienced some things. The fact that they change Mama Murphy, who is a drug-addled old woman, to a black woman, I actually find offensive. I do. Every time I see it, I just like, why? What purpose did it serve? She doesn't sound to me like any old black woman that I've talked to or experienced, or any of my relatives, her age. So what was it to make the character more in line with how she sound? No, because she doesn't sound like that. So what was it to make it more sellable, that it would be a black woman that's drug addled and independent and addicted? I don't understand. Like I said, it could be just oversensitivity on my part, right? We have a lot of that out here today. And so I hate to be part of that. But yeah, it really bugs me to no end when I see the change here. It just comes across as extremely racist. So, but that is one man's opinion. All right, Mama Murphy.
You're not what I expected dog meat would find in that little neighborhood. But oh, so much better.
He's a good dog. Smart.
Oh, indeed. Dog meat's good at finding folks who need him, and he'll stick by you now. I saw it.
Tell me what you know.
Just listen to me. Acting a crazy old lady. It's the chems, you see. They give old Mama Murphy the sight. Been that way since I was a girl.
I'm listening.
I can see a bit of what was and what will be, and even what is right now.
Which is what most people see.
And right now, I can see there's something coming, drawn by the noise and the chaos. And it is angry.
Okay. What is it, Mama Murphy? I need more. Oh, I didn't expect that to work.
I see. Oh, it's horrible, kid. Claws and teeth and horns. The very face of death itself. That's all I can manage. That's all. I need to rest now. And you have a job to do.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's get up out of here. So, yeah. So, for me, the silent protagonist mod, yeah. As soon as if I play this again, that would be one of the mods that I remove for sure. Yeah. There's no way that I would keep it going. Now, don't get me wrong, like in Starfield and in Skyrim, it is what it is, you know? And so I'm not mad at it that that you have a silent protagonist. Do I prefer it over a voice protagonist? No, I don't. So that's why it's like I guess for me, I don't see the benefit. All right, let's play this.
Personal log. United States Army Staff Sergeant Michael Daly. This past Saturday, October 23rd, while en route to West Stockbridge, a vertibird crashed into the roof of this museum. The cause? EMP following nuclear detonation. Several, in fact. From the intel I've gathered, this was a global event. The co-pilot was killed on impact. Pilot died of his injuries a day later. Day after that, Flaherty and Canaway were shot by some scared, desperate survivors. Then Brzezinski took off running. Haven't seen him since. Now, it's my turn to go AWOL, if that concept even applies anymore. My armor's fusion core is burned out, so I guess my soldering days are done. I'm heading to Boston, on foot, to see if my sister survived all this. She's got an apartment on Boylston Street. This is Mike Daly, signing out. Good luck. And God bless America. Or what's left of it.
Always like that. Always like that. All right, let's see. I can't carry much, but I want to check something real quick. Yeah, see, I hate when it does that, but that's all right. All right, and then we got to go first person.
Up here. What? We got somebody up here. You're gonna fucking pay for that. Steady.
I'm gonna pay for that. Yeah, I'm gonna pay for that because I won't be able to loot him.
Show me that fancy gun up close.
You want to see it up close?
People could get past my boys. I'll give you that. Come on, I got places to be.
Who else is out there? What a crappy gun.
Die!
Oh. Seriously, bro? Run, fool. Now, ain't that some bull? Now, I will say this. I am, you know, and then the sad part is, yeah, I have my opinions, and sometimes they don't agree with everybody's. Um, I will say that at least you were able to carry out the mission as it was supposed to happen, right? And you weren't forced, you weren't like not allowed to use the um the power armor because you didn't have the certain qualifications in it and whatnot. And, to me it's like that's just the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And I'm not gonna pull punches on that one just because it is stupid. Because the way the game is written and presented and everything, the entirety of that mission is where you're supposed to get the power armor and go down and fight off the raiders and fight the death claw with it. That is the point of the mission, right? And then the power armor is also supposed to allow you to jump from the rooftop or the top where you are down to the ground level. So if you don't get the power armor and you can't have the power armor, then what are you doing? You got to go back into the building while, get all, navigate your way all the way back down again. And it's like, and then you're basically not doing kind of the mission as it was intended. And it's like, is it because you know better than the people that wrote this mission, right? That put this mission together? And it's like, or is it just, hey, we just wanted to it's too easy with the power armor, so we wanted to get rid of that. And it's like, oh yeah, so disregard everything that the game was supposed to do just because it's your way of making it harder. And then again, like I said, making something hard for the sake of being hard isn't always the best move. And so again, I don't get behind it or support it when it's like, yeah, we just did it without thinking, or we did it because we felt it was just going to make it harder. And it's like, okay, well, next time let's think about that, right? Let's think about, I don't have to, so I don't know. So again, yeah, so at least this time around, you didn't have, you didn't have to, be, have a certain qualification or whatever. So then hey, there we go. Um, so at least that was, they allowed you to go ahead and at least, um, how do you say, use the power armor as intended. Now, do I support the whole thing where they make it blow up? I kind of understand. I understand because, and don't get me wrong, and I understand what I believe the intent was. Okay, so I mean, you guys can hit me up in the comments and say, well, that's not how they really wanted it. They just decided to do it this way. It's like, okay, but here's the way it feels to me and leads me to believe is what the intent was. The power armor is OP, okay, but for this mission, it is required or kind of required, right? So we'll give it to you or allow you to use it for this mission here, but it's OP going forward. So let's kind of make it a little harder to get, right? And let's go ahead and make it, we'll blow it up, right now. It served its purpose. It did what it was supposed to. All right, so we'll blow it up, and then now the next time you actually do get power armor, or or something like that, you would have had to work a little harder for it, right? And it will make more sense then. So that's kind of how it seems to me, or how I interpret, you know, the whole thing, right? So am I mad that it blew up? Well, I mean, it's like, God dang, man. You just didn't want me to have that power armor, did you? But it is what it is at that point. You know what I mean? Okay, all right, I'll make do, because again, it served its purpose. It did what it was supposed to do. What I really needed it to do,
Preston.
it did.
Fussin'.
There we go.
That was a pretty amazing display.
Hmm.
I'm just glad you're on our side.
So you guys gonna be okay now?
Yeah, for a while anyway. We can at least move some. Listen, when we first met, you asked
Hmm.
about the Minutemen. One thing you should know about us, we help out our friends. So here, for everything you've done, thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Well, since you say that, maybe you'll come to Sanctuary with us. We could use your help getting settled there.
What you need me to do?
You'd need to stay strong like you've been. 'Cause
I
there's
got no
more
choice.
to your destiny. I've seen it. And I know your pain.
All right. What do you mean? You got to tell me. I need to know.
You're a woman out of time, out of hope.
Mm-hmm.
But All is not lost. I can feel your son's energy. He's alive.
All right, I knew it. You got to tell me where he is. I need to find him.
I can't see him. Not clearly. But I feel his life force. He's out there. And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth.
Green Jewel.
Diamond City. The biggest settlement around.
Next thing you know, you'll be telling me I need to speak to the wizard. The wonderful Wizard of Oz. All right. Well, that's kind of vague, but thank you.
Look, kid, I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later.
I doubt it.
The sight will paint a clearer picture.
No.
No, you're an addict.
That junk. It's gonna kill you.
Well, shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually.
Oh gosh. All right, Miss Ernst. We're all gonna die. God dang it.
All right, folks. Thanks to our friend here, it's safe to move out.
No taxation without representation.
It's not far.
Insert these crates.
You mean she had one of her visions while she was stoned out of her gourd? And now you want us to just head out on another wild goose chase based on no better plan than Mama Murphy saw it?
Hold on. Everybody just take it easy. We're all in this together, right?
We need to change her name to Karen
Better
Long.
idea of what we should do next?
Anyone?
Anybody? Well then, sanctuary it is.
Sounds like it.
Let's hope it lives up to its name.
Come on, June. It's time to
Come on, June. It's time for me to bag you some more.
We're right behind you, boss.
All right, let's go catch up with these guys. Now that I'm not in the power armor, it won't make up as much different distance. But I guess they're not moving that fast. Hey, did you see my the dead thing there? That was pretty impressive, wasn't it? This concerns me. They're not fun.
Where are we going, Marcy?
Don't worry, June. Just stay with me. It'll be fine.
Okay.
We got to get everybody back to the sanctuary. So if you want to see everybody make it to sanctuary safely and safe and sound, hit that like button right now. That's how we're going to get them there. Also, subscribe. That's it. Subscribe now to make sure everyone gets to sanctuary safe and sound. Or I will open up into them. got me. Starting with this one. Rudolph the Red Suit Mechanic.
Well, look at that. I think I just found my new vacation home.
Not if anybody subscribes, bro.
Sturgis.
You're gone.
Could be some good salvage in there. Let's get to Sanctuary first, though. I think we're close.
But he ends up back right here. For some reason, seeing the dead dog isn't as troublesome as seeing the dead body.
That means this right here must be the old North Bridge.
I don't remember how many beds are here. I don't remember. Remember when I left here, there was someone standing guard.
I'm new
Hello.
around here. I wanted to introduce myself.
Mm-hmm.
I heard your radio beacon, so I figured, why not?
Yeah.
I wanted to personally thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Hey, it's my
So
pleasure.
let me know if you have anything you need me to do.
Okay. Well, did you need anything?
Well, to be honest, we're a bit short of food. Anything you could do would be appreciated.
All right. I'll get on it. Question is it, are you short of food because nobody's gardening, or are you short of food because there's no garden? You can see here we have nothing as far as benches. Um, gosh, does look a little depleted. Yep, people are gardening. We got 2 food. That's all you're getting out of this. 1, 2.5. Is that it? Holy schmolies, man! What in the world is this world coming to? All right. Well, I can give you. I can make it 3 foods. All right. Anything? Gosh. All right. All right. I know what we gotta do. All right. So first things first. Let me get a melon. Let me get a melon. Let me get a gourd. Obviously, I have not gathered across or gathered up all the. Wait, I should have a ton of gourds to plant. More than one at least. What in the world, bro? Why do I have so few? Didn't I just pluck a gourd? Didn't I just pluck a couple of melons? I cannot get my, what do you call it up? All right, so Interesting. It's as if I didn't grab a melon or anything. Isn't that weird? Like I picked two melons, and it's like I didn't get anything. All right, let's go over here and take a look, just in case I'm wrong. This is the house. All right. So, because what you saw earlier, so you can see I gathered the girds around this guy. Yep, we gathered up everything in here. All right, we got to figure out what's going on here with the girds and stuff, because we harvested two melons, one gird, and then we harvested three or four girds over at that other house, and right now they're nowhere. Okay, under raws. Can't do anything with the mute fruit. Turn medicine raws. Mm. Okay. Yeah, we're in trouble. We're in trouble if we're not getting, or if it's not giving us the food that we're harvesting, right? There's nothing I can do about if I go out and I pick gourds and I pick melons and I pick everything. I don't know what just went in there, but okay. Here, let's all right. Mm-hmm. Hey, where's our death claw steak? Okay. What now we got to do is we got to figure out what to do about food, because this is not right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Yeah, I know. I know. You can get mad all you want, but It's not acceptable. So where is it? I don't know where it's at. Maybe it's under here. Nope, it's not. Miscellaneous. Nope, it's not. Where the stuff is. I don't use it this way. Um, to aid ingredients, veggies. Do I want veggies? Fruits, root fruit. All right. All right. Supposedly, it just gave me 10 of those. This is where you kind of go in there and you say, okay, I don't know what the game is doing. I don't know why the game is doing it. Um, but we have gone through the process of gathering the resources and materials that we need to set up our all right, there we go. Now water where is a different story. Water is a different story. We're locked. We can't do anything. So only thing we can do is say, okay, so you got to make sure you have as much. All right, so we got to get someone assigned. Um, June would be my first choice. All right, you're not my first choice. Where's June? Well, because it's either June or Marcy, and I think Marcy would be tougher. See, we got somebody on security. We just need somebody to get over here and. Okay, where did they go? Are they hiding from work? From having to do actual work? Hey, Broham, where's the longs? So if you're wondering, I'm using Crazy Earl's Scrapyard. I added that to the list. Main reason I did that is because of what it does as far as the leveled list for um like for the basically for the houses, the cars and such. So when you scrap a car, you get more than just 6 steel, right? So that was my thinking. So one of the things that you can do here is you can say repair this house, right? Say okay, and then now that's one of the things that, um, you know, repair does, rebuild does for you. I personally am not a fan, right? It's like, granted, I don't really get into the sim settlements and stuff like that, or actual settlement building and stuff. So it's not like, okay, you've taken away something that I'm, you know, that I dearly care about. Is that our? I think this one's already assigned to something. What are you assigned to? Because right now I need to get you assigned. Come on over here. You'll take care of my trees, okay? Get you in here. Sign. All right. Boom, boom. Up. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, they're only half? I thought there were holes. Okay, so. But we're up to 7 food. We got 7 people, 7 food. Um. So, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it, right? I can understand why you want to do it or want it, right? But mm, I'm fine without it. I don't know how much value it adds to the game, right? I think what we have is the place anywhere mod. So you can see how it'll let me place it into the wall if I want to. All right. Yeah, nobody gets their own room anymore. This is the apocalypse. See how it let me put that one there. I came out and I saw this thing. I was like, is that a body? Somebody dead on the ground there. Um, hey, look at you. Well, guess what? You managed to avoid. Ooh, guess what? You manage. Okay, that's locked. Is that locked? That's locked. Foraging station, hunting station, scavenging. All right. Well, all right. Well, fine. Coming out of the woodworks. Hey, you need to keep yourself busy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gets a free lunch. I'll figure something else out for you. Ooh, no, I don't have another settlement. But that's what Marcy can do when we get another settlement up and running. See, here's the thing. I'm like sitting here going like, what the frick, man? Okay. Mm-hmm. And this is how it's supposed. I guess this is how it looked beforehand, right? Okay. June. Don't like being put to work? Tough. Let's go talk to Preston. Get our next assignment. And then we'll talk to, oh gosh, Sturgis and call it a day probably. Hey.
Glad you decided to come with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
I used to like living here before the war.
What do you mean? Before what war?
You know,
Are you
the war.
saying-
Yeah, well, I kind of lived here like over 200 years ago. Yeah, I was frozen or something for most of it. I just woke up a little while ago. That's when I found you guys.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war ghouls. You say you were frozen. Anybody else make it out with you?
Well, just my son. Somebody took him away while I was still trapped. I've been looking for him since.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you find him.
Me too.
Let me know if there's any way I can help. Anyway,
Will do.
I am glad you're here.
Oh, yeah?
I hope you don't mind, but I've got another favor to ask. I've had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in there are Minutemen out there somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
So what kind of help are we talking about?
Sounded like the usual. Raiders. You'll have to get all the details when you talk to them.
Yeah, I can help.
That's fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you. By the way, if you want to help out around here at all, talk to Sturgis. I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
Of course. First step, 10 Pines Bluff. Of course. Well, I think there's only like maybe 3 different ones that they would,
You willing to do some work?
Oberlin, 10 Pines, and possibly like say Starlight or Star whatever. You know what? Yeah, man. I love work. I can sit and watch it all day.
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long.
One time, I killed
Well,
a death claw all by myself. No power armor, fancy minigun, just a pipe pistol.
I'd be glad to help.
Okay, good deal.
Get
Make
back to
sure
karma
can
we
sleep
just
with
lost.
a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a
All right.
holler if you need anything.
Yeah. All right. Hey.
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits. What we need now is a reliable source of clean water.
I'm on it.
Great. Thanks again.
Hey.
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply of clean water. I hope you don't mind me asking for some more help, but our food supplies are running low. If we're gonna settle here, we'll need to get some crops established.
Okay. I'll start planting right away.
Good deal.
Hey.
This place is starting to feel like home. Now that we can grow our own food, I think we can really make a go of this. Trouble is, the more we establish ourselves here, the more of a target we become.
I
What
bet.
we need is to get some defenses set up. Then maybe Preston will be able to relax a little bit.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. It'll make everyone feel more secure here.
Hey.
Thanks for doing that. we'll all sleep better at night knowing we have some defenses set up. It's been a long road. But yeah, I think this is it. Home. Feels good.
Right. Well, I was glad to help.
Well, I appreciate it. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, you know you're welcome anytime. My door's always open to you.
Some of the walls, too.
Windows, too. Some of the walls, actually, come to think of it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I better get back to it.
Yeah.
Take care now.
All right, man. Peace.
Miss Brooks, welcome back, Mum.
Mm-hmm.
I do hope you were able to find some assistance in Concord.
Well, you can say that. Made a few new friends.
Can't have enough of those these days.
Mm-mm.
I realize that I'm no Mr. Gutsy, but if needed, I'd be honored to accompany you throughout the Commonwealth. Just say the word.
Would you like to do that?
As you wish, Mum.
Okay. Well, not right now, but I'll keep it in mind.
All right,
Okay.
then.
I mean, in truth, he's better than the dog. In all honesty. See anything going on? See anything? What time is it? 17:42. Oh, there's one other thing I actually do that I don't think I did. Game alterations, world manipulation, time scale. So it seems like that has already been taken care of, but I usually set it to 5. So one real world minute equals 5 Fallout minutes. I guess we can level up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Even before the war, you never were the type to stay injured for very long. Outside combat, you regenerate health per second at a decent rate. All right, so over here, it's time to move the needle on some of these things. Okay, so I'm gonna add. I'm gonna add to this one. Take it up to 50. Tinkering, working an anvil and shaping materials is no easy task. Allows for new armor and blacksmith. Okay, so we're gonna take that one up to 50, and then that one up to 50, and then this one. we still gotta get to. We gotta get to 10 Pines. Can we do it before it gets dark? I think if we went this way. What is that in the water? Why does the water seem a little different than what I was expecting? It seems way different than what I was expecting. What is that over there? Wait, let me check. See, these are wild gourd blossoms, which is way different than just the gourds that we were finding. Was that the dog or was that something else? What is? Oh, I know what this is. Okay, I know where I am now. I just came. I'm down a little further than I was expecting. We are not going in there yet. Okay, we're headed down this way. Now, usually, if you're wondering where we are, we're on the other side of the bridge. So there's, remember that little bridge, little walkway out of Sanctuary up towards the vault? So this is the crick. I'll call it the crick. And so there's the little bridge right there. Oh, poor beaver. He probably was like wasn't gonna hurt anybody. All right, so this is back up towards the vault, and then normally what I do is I come down behind these houses and I come out right about there, up here. And I do what I call like a little shopping is what I call it. So right about I want to say we're about to get to it. Let me get out of the out of the water. It was making us go even slower. So you can see right there. So what I did realize, or just so wait, where's the was that an American eel? Is what it said. Yeah. Oh, that is cool. I don't think I got it. Oh, that is cool. I could probably spend like the entire day just going in here seeing what I could pull out of the water. Oh, hey, firefly. Okay, so I'll come. Usually, I'll come this way, and then right up in here, and then we might have to duck down a little bit. You can see up there. There's a little something, something up that way. Sneak attack, double damage. I know. Did he deserve that? Well, he's a raider. Of course he deserved that. And then when we go and investigate his house, ah, there's a corpse. Oops, sorry. But we really came for the noodle cups. But, you know. So, did he deserve it? Of course he did. Look. What's he doing with the dead body? Better yet, better question. What was he doing to that dead body? Oh, we hear shooting. Is that dog meat? Nope. Oh, get him. Thank you. I was having a little trouble. Well, I was having a lot of trouble, to tell you the truth. Where'd the bodies go? Wolf meat. Garment meat. I'm going to come this way real quick first. Get these raspberry bushes. Where are you? Who am I detected by? Did he run? Are you kidding me? Ow! Broham has got. I'm thinking that skull means he's way higher level than we are. I should have been messing with him. But he has loot. Okay. And then one of the things I always check is right here. So when I know my list is messed up or I haven't got my order correct, what'll happen is you'll get a lot of things will disappear. Like these stands won't be here. The bottles will be floating in midair, but you won't see these stands normally. And it's like, God dang it. All right, something's going on with my list. And I know I need to check the load order. Now, generally, there really shouldn't be much issue with it, with the list, unless you actually have done something. Like me, added a few things. Like I add in my clothing mods. All right, so we're a little. We want to head straight across east. We're going over here to the junkyard. Okay, that's gonna take some karma. That has got it. I'm gonna lose some karma for that one. It's not like he was really coming at me. It wasn't even like he was a threat. He's just running, and I decided to just kill him. That's on me. That's my bad. You know what I mean? It's like one of those situations where me going, my bad. Dude, you just shot me in the face. Yes, it's your bad, but how's that help me right now? You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't do anything to make it better. All right. Uh-huh. Okay, so my thinking is, I don't know. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Was I supposed to be okay with that? The question is, does he have friends? Does he have other badgers? Ragged badgers? Friendly badgers? Mean? Okay, case in point. This is what I'm talking about, right? Why? He almost got shot. If I wasn't such a bad shot, right? Dog meat would be down right now. He wouldn't be dead, but he'd be down and whining. And then I'd be like, you poor thing. And I'd possibly have to stim pack. Okay. So apparently there is nowhere to crash in here. So what I do is, do I need to go to this what's the name station and just try to crash there, or do I just push forward? Where's the power armor? Power armor should be right about. Should have been about here, right? Yep, there's the body. That usually is leaning up next to it. Okay. Okay. You win. Ooh, right in the Patukas. A young gecko. Am I gonna get attacked by geckos? Ow. Where's my support? Dog meat's supposed to be taking these guys out, man. It's supposed to be helping me out. Hold on. Double bag. What happened to him? We may need to. We may need to settle into. Yeah, we're gonna take. We're gonna take satellite station, Olivia. We can settle. Oop, oop, oop. Trader. We can settle there. We're almost out of bullets.
Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear a thing. Did you? I will shoot you, dog. You get your face up in there, I will shoot you. Understand? That's what it's going to look like if I shoot you. This is danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Barely got that one. All right. All right, let's get inside. We should be able to bunk. Well, we can bunk right here, tell you the truth. Not the smartest move, though. All right. Mm-hmm. All right.
What the?
What the frick is going on here? Thank you. Like, what was that shoot? Was that shooting into like the wall or something? Anybody? There we go. Oh, there's Ack Ack. Come on, Ack Ack. Did I get her? Come on out. Go ahead, pick it up. Pick it up. Come on. Get the head out there. It's not like I can hit it. You're good. Are you freaking kidding me? Holy cow. Come on, living life dangerously. Oh, shoot. Ow. Ow, stop shooting me. Overdue book. Hey, how you doing? All right. I am over encumbered. I think we got everybody. Okay. Wrong thing. All right. Well, let's do that first. All right. Look at all this stuff. All right, let's get this stuff out of here. Oh, crap. Who did it? Yep. We want that. Okay. All right. Okay. What did I lose? Yep, my chess piece. Look at this. Okay. And then you. See, because I have that dimensional chest. And it's empty. At least we got some duct tape. Are you kidding me? Okay. All right. I know. I know. Couple more things to do real quick here while we're in here. Ooh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh, all right, there's gonna be more. Where are they? Oh shoot. Whoa. Dale. There's way more than we need. Get him. Is that all of them? That's not all of them. We are completely down to our last bits. Mutated poison gland. Rad roach meat. That is awful, by the way. amputated mandible. Just not okay. Just be careful over there, dog meat. Did not want. There we go. Oh, that is awful. Why? Okay. It's a nerve. I'm gonna say it. Just can't help myself. As soon as I click on something and it shows that it's something in there, I click to take. Even though I don't need to or shouldn't. I think it said empty. But I was already into it. Might as well get the experience for opening the lock. Whoa. Not sure why I took the paper. Just force a habit. Mhm. All right. We'll take all that. Thank you very much. I think this gun takes 308 ammo. Not exactly 100% sure. Yep, 308. So we're going to switch. It's got the drum magazine. Now that we're down here, I just realized, where are the beds? Know what I mean? That was the whole purpose, right? It's like, hey, we can just hang out here, crash out here. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think there's any beds down here. As a matter of fact, I think we need to head out and crash in that one bed out there that we found. That'd be the only place. We're definitely not crashing down here with these things. I know, they're all dead. I know. So what do these people do for sleep? Like, where did they go to sleep? Yep, I'm thinking that our only choice, right? Wait, let's see. There are no racks up here either, right? Yeah, see? All right, we can get 5 hours. Okay, then we're thirsty. What did you find, man? Hey, chill. All right. What did you find over here? There's nothing over here, bud. Come on, bud. What are you doing? At least we did. No one came in and tried to kill us in our sleep. You hear that? Is that my stomach growling? That ain't it. That's not what Where? Oh, I hear you. Ooh, nice. 'Cause I need to heal. Oh, actually, I don't know. Kill him. Kill him. I thought you just, yeah, okay. He tossed his gun. Where's the body? You guys good? All right. Oh, poor trader. Aw, you got what you deserve. Okay, you're a big horner. Okay. And you're Wooly. Hey, Wooly. Ben, would you like to take him with you? No. Oh, man. Well, we could have crashed here. All right, we have just set up shop in the Commonwealth, but we have run out of caps to pay the guards. If we don't think of anything soon, they will leave to look for work elsewhere. We've been traveling for 6 years now, trying to sell big horners across the U.S. to try and make some caps, but there just isn't a market for it this side of the coast. I'm still unsure about our current location. There seems to be people living nearby, but we haven't seen much of them, although we hear the odd scream from there. I just hope we get the caps soon to pay these guards. Doesn't look like you got the caps. And that's sad. I like that. Where'd you find it in? Oh, where? Oh, Okay. Um. That's heavy. That's heavy. Same with that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh God, we're like, man, we've been through it. Yep. Holy cow, we've been through it. We're gonna make it. And then the question is, how much of that is ours? I'm willing to believe that most of that belongs to the poor, unfortunate raiders. Well, maybe not so unfortunate. Hey, we harvested some wild spice. I'm not sure what that is, but it was an accomplishment. I'm just getting the feeling that there's a lot of dangerous things out here. Hold on one sec. Nice. All right. So this is us, a bloody mess. Um, yeah, we show up to settlement looking like this, and people are going to start to wonder whether they need to shoot me on site. You know what I'm saying? And then ask questions later. It's like, holy cow. But hey, guys, that's right. This is going to be a wrap. So until next time, remember, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.